Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey, people. It's Gene Alcantara here with you with another video. We are going to review some more Salvage Yard Robbery vehicles because obviously there is more that is happening in behaled to Rockstar trying to sell more stuff in the future, get people prepped up for the eventual release of their next game in the Grand Theft Auto franchise. So let's take a look at some of the stuff that you can sell for a profit so that way you would be able to potentially be a millionaire and make
I was
super
hoping
tons
you
of
were gonna pick
money.
that one, because that means we're headed back to the Diamond Casino to rob another prize car. Same plan as before, and you haven't even heard the best bit. This used to be Al Di Napoli's car. You know, the actor. Do you have any idea how many times he's probably
The
passed
Napoli,
out in
this
the
guy is
cell?
like passing
You
out
gotta
in
pay out for
every
this.
single other car that I have nowadays. I'm getting absolutely tired of it. Dude, you have to go to like rehab or something. Take a chill pill. Just take some time off of like doing whatever type of debauchery you're doing and just like relax,
Hey,
bro.
good
That is
call.
not
That's
good
a
for your
seriously
liver.
hot car. And we're
So
heading
I
back
did
to
like the
Mayor's
last
Bank Arena
freaking
to get it.
robbery. This is
Same
another
plan as
robbery
last
that I'm
time. The
doing.
Duggins are using it in
It's
another
currently the
halftime show.
29th of
And get
February.
this,
February,
it
it's on
used
its
to
way
belong to
out. I'm here to
Jesco
welcome
White.
the
You
spring
know,
of
the guy
youth.
who hosts Rebel
So
Radio?
these are some new
The Duggins
vehicles
are
that are
huge
showing up
fans.
now.
I told
Want to
Yusuf
start
this guy is
March
like
on
a
a good
famous
foot.
hillbilly. And he
So
went
I want to get
crazy.
these things
Said
out of
he
the
paid
way
you a whole
before I have
stack for
to
it.
undertake errands regarding work and stuff like that. So yeah, this is another heist that we're doing. We're talking about an electric car that we are stealing. This is a car that has a very specific livery that is pretty strange. It's an Omnis GT. It's an electric Audi of sorts. It sniffs like an electric car. It runs like an electric car. I'm pretty sure it's an electric car. If you like electric cars, this will give you a really good cruise.
I wonder if those
So we
Pasadena guys would
already
let me use it
robbed
to
that
show their
last
talent.
car. We also robbed another car that I am finna sell right now. This is a modified vehicle. This is the Karin Previon. If you're a fan of Toyota vehicles, this will harken back some memories to another famous Toyota vehicle that people have bought for the longest time. So
I say
if
holla,
you like
you say
cars that can
holla.
do like 0 to 60 in around like 10 or so seconds, this is something that's not going to disappoint. It's also pretty big in Japanese JDM modification culture. So if you love running cars down highways and such like that, you're trying to find yourself something that can potentially battle other people on the streets of Japan. If you somehow find yourself there, this is definitely a car that will get you quite the bang for your buck. The Dominator
I say
GT is
holla,
another
you say
Mustang.
holla,
So if you like muscle cars that go vroom very
Okay,
quickly and
cool.
get
Let's get
you
these wheels shipped to you. Head to
reasonably
terminal and drop
fast
it
to
off.
one
I told
destination
him all about
to
the story
another
behind
without
it and
having to rely on
everything.
a
He
manual
is
transmission or
psyched.
something
For
that you
real,
can
bro.
take for some modern enjoyment, this is your thing. And plus, because it also has a convertible configuration, you can also drop the top down and swag surf with the rest of it. Somewhat nonplussed at making a large amount of money, I am glad that I am making some progress towards fulfilling one of the career objectives for this particular side quest.
I was wondering when I would hear from my Los Santos division. And then Jamal tells me that by this time tomorrow I will be sitting in a freshly stolen Vapid. We are living the dream, my friend. Living the dream.
I feel like he says that whenever you take any type of vapid low key, so I'm trying to figure out if there's like other alternative dialogue for when he gets a stolen vehicle.
Well, well, my friend. Jamal says you have been busy. I can't wait to see this Obey you have found. So tell me, was it dangerous? Did it cost many men their lives? Death is an aphrodisiac, you know. If I tell this story at my next pool party, bam! I'll have them eating out of the palm of my hands. All thanks to you. Send me another soon.
I feel like I already robbed one of those things, but because he's so nonchalant about it, I almost don't know. Here's me selling some rocks in my Fister Comet FQ Cabrio of sorts. drop top on deck. Contracts are available, but I am interested in trying to make the sale right.
Hi.
Find my plug. Here you go, buddy. Got all this stuff for you.
Later on.
Thank you kindly. All right, time to continue the circle of chaos that's plaguing the people of Los Santos. Now, the man, the myth, and the legend. What's happening, people? It is the 22nd of February. Aaron Goblarg to all my celebrating people. May the spirit of St. Patrick flow through you. It is quite late to talk about this in this instance, but I feel like it's okay to mention it anyway, because we have another slew of vehicles that I have gone through the trouble of selling. So we have ourselves right now another one of these pisters that I am getting ready to claim because I hear that it has a very unique type of license plate that I am interested in grabbing for myself. So let me find one of these okay locations here in my various places that I live in and also pay rent for instantaneously so that it can keep it there. Seems like a good spot. So now it has gone into the ether. Let us try to sell some more vehicles now that I have space in order to steal another one. This one seems all right.
Okay, man, I was hoping you'd pick that one, because that means we get to rob Tony McTony again. He's got it stashed away on that private sub. So how about we go and unstash it like last time, huh? And get this, remember when he did that stint of community service back in the day? Well, this was the car he had come and pick him up from the side of the road. Can you believe it? This thing's been in the news. Yusuf's gonna want it so bad.
Yeah, he's got a gamut of cars at this point. Might as well pick him up and everything. Stole the Z-Type. Let's get some more cars right now.
Okay, nice pick, boss. Hell of a car. And I got the hell of a lead on it, too. We're going back to my ride or die, King Tiny. Yeah, the cops pulled him in again. Big charges. Something to do with getting busted out of jail in a perfectly executed heist. So I say we just do it again.
That guy is a perpetual jailbird. He will never get out of jail. Time to finally sell some ish. Now, for context, the Z-Type is one of those cars that I have a very particular fondness of because my first GTA that I took super seriously was Grand Theft Auto 2, and that was another car that was pretty much like a mainstay in that particular game. You like something with very interesting steering controls and braking that takes a while to actually fully brake? This is your car. If you're looking for something that screams old Bugatti money, absolutely this thing will get you what you need to have. The Wagner is an interesting vehicle. It's one of those cars that you don't really see very often on the road, mostly because it's not really on the road and people tend to race these. But yeah, these Wagners, they go really fast. It can definitely outrival something like the Tyrant when it comes to traveling on a straightaway. If you're looking for a car that's not as expensive as a Tyrant or a Benefactor Krieger, you can definitely go for this car. It looks nice. If you get the modifications for it, it definitely has a very eye-catching design. It is good for traveling if you're looking for a car that might be your daily driver. Well. It looks like that Stellar Blade demo is ready. Review forthcoming. So, let us go check out some more cars that we can steal. It is currently April 1st. This is definitely not Gino Cantara's channel, but we are definitely going to rob some stuff right now.
We get to rob the casino again to get it. It's there
Another
already,
casino
just waiting to be
robbery.
wheeled out in a
Faces
special
are
prize
going
car.
wild.
And get this, it was donated by the manager of Vanilla Unicorn. Part of a cross promotion they're doing. I bet every stripper in there has been in that car. Yusuf's not going to be able to say no to that.
Finally, a different vehicle to steal for once. But yes, let us take that ish and take another one while we're at it. We're going to get another car.
Nice pick, boss. Hell of a car. And I got the hell of a lead on it, too. We're going back to my ride or die, King Tiny.
So yeah, I stole the car from King Tiny. We are trying to get a third vehicle available now that we have the time.
All right, that's a good choice.
It's another
Yusuf's
fister.
gonna love it. Here's the plan. We're heading back to the Maze Bank Arena. Time to disrupt another one of Dugan's halftime shows. This car is in the lineup. And guess what? You know the band that do the music? This is literally their car.
They got
donated
mad
it.
cars,
How sick
yo.
is that? Yusuf is gonna lose his mind when he...
Yeah, we definitely lost it. So let us open up the safe right now. Because we took that ish from them and we are going to get ready to sell some more. So let me get that out of the way. First thing comes to first. We have the vehicles currently in the storage. Let us take the not Escalade at the moment.
If the Duggans had only invited your boy Jamal, maybe they'd still have some wheels.
Yeah, I had to switch sessions real quick because I didn't want to sell it in a place where some goober could potentially get in the way of the sale. Not a fan of that. But other than taking that CTS, we also have a Porsche and a GT 2000. So yeah, let's pick the cheaper of the amounts so we can do this the right way. The Not Escalade is a luxury car that a lot of people, entertainers especially, love to style with people on. It runs pretty fast, has a really decent engine, and best of all, it has cup holders. The cup holders, they do a lot of the heavy lifting for that vehicle. Well, I'm sure that you can also find it with a list of various amenities that are fitting of the brand of Cadillac. You definitely have your convenience cut out for you when you start driving a car like this. It is a decent ride for somebody that wants to bring you, your wife, and the kids to wherever you need to go. It's a really good vacation type vehicle as well, because it's big, it's bulky, it's not gonna crumple underneath any particular outside forces. And it's just an overall good-looking vehicle for people that are really into SUV culture. The 250 GT SWB is an older car that people that are fans of Ferrari vehicles would definitely appreciate. It's something that definitely would haul some ass if you are trying to drag race somebody in the 60s. It has a very peculiar look to it because it kind of laughs in the face of the 80s more boxy designs and tries to go for a more curved, sloped type of look. But don't you underestimate it, because it can definitely pick up some horsepower as it starts running. So if you're looking for something that might be a sleeper build that'll occasionally steal some wins in a drag race, you can definitely look for this car to give you a hand.
So a new business partner of mine wants to do a private track day. Naturally, I need to bring something to blow his fucking mind. And just when I'm thinking nothing in my garage is mind-blowing enough, Jamal calls me and tells me I have a new Grotti on the way. You are my savior, massive solid. I won't forget it.
This guy is going to forget it as fast as I get him another vehicle from the scrapyard. Trust and believe. This Porsche has the livery of a famous Ferrari vehicle that definitely turned heads during its time. Now, this car, of course, can also go convertible, like the Mustang. It has one of those liveries that looks pretty interesting because as the car continues to pick up speed, the tail light, well, spoiler of sorts, will flare itself upwards in order to continuously gain some more downforce, so the tires will stay on the road, adding to the downforce of the vehicle, continuing to increase the momentum that the car has. It is a nice drive. Of course, they are trying really hard to make sure that they don't get themselves in legal trouble by only adding pretty much the essentials of the livery to avoid potentially landing themselves in the famous copyright court. So, good job, Rockstar.
So, a new fister. Excellent. You know, the other day, one of my cousins told me that owning a fister is the sign of a midlife crisis? The audacity! curiosity. I told him there and then that my fisters are all stolen in daring heists by a criminal mastermind before being shipped to me personally to be stored in an air-conditioned garage. That shut him up. Keep doing what you do out there, homie.
Well, I'm not a criminal mastermind yet, but I would love to nab that trophy and take that down. It's the 4th of April, and we are looking at some more clothes from the casino. Because in my spare time, when I'm not stealing cars from Salvage Yard Robberies, I'm trying to buy the entire wardrobe from the casino by getting myself some chips that I am obligated to only take a certain amount at a time from the casino dealer in order to cash them out at the store. Now, excuse me while I go on this small purchasing spree, because I can buy like the majority of the outfits for a certain amount of the price, so that way I'd be able to nip it in the bud and not have to worry about these particular elusive clothings before they go out of sale at some point in the future. Of course, we got to make the most of it. I bought as much as what I could. Now let's get back to taking some more stuff that I definitely don't need, but would love to take anyway, so that way we will have some more interesting dialogue.
I happen to know our asshole uncle is shipping it to Los Santos right now. Yeah, he's got another ship coming in. Does it all the time. We'll hit it the same way as last time. And check this out. This car used to be owned by Mark Fostenberg, the actor. You know, before he got killed by that psycho at the golf course. Yusuf's gonna love it. Completely unique.
That actor has like a bevy of cars at this point, and it's starting to get really annoying. He's gotta be like Jay Leno tiers of like car enthusiast or something. Because right now I'm at my underground bunker trying to modify my mobile defense platform, not realizing that there's a bevy of liveries that I could buy for my bunker, and I am just going to try to sell for the one that makes the most sense, because we are getting close to Labor Day, so if I could buy something that definitely shows our patriotic spirit or nationalist tendencies, we could probably do that. But I am just fine keeping this particular livery available at the moment. Trying to change it for different colors would kind of look kind of cringe, so I'm just going to try to see if I can make some more adjustments. In this case, trying to either go for a mobile missile platform or get some really nice cannons that I can use to fire at enemies. I am really digging the mobile missile platform though. That definitely looks like an okay thing in my design. I really would dig something like that. And if I could pay for both without having to realize it, I could probably do that. I would be okay with it because I have the disposable income to do that. But yes, I'm going to keep my patriotic mobile defense platform the way it is and also spend some more money at the casino. Let me try to buy some more stuff. Hoodies, overcoats, you name it. I probably could just buy it. Let's see, I have like 60-something thousand chips that I'm trying to use. Okay, bought most of those. Got knockoff designer merch stuff, so let me steal some more cars in order to make more money that I can use to spend additional money at the casino.
And this car is the centerpiece, man. Apparently, it was the one they use in that commercial for Redwood cigarettes. You know, where they run over the dude who's vaping? Yusuf freaking loves that commercial, man.
The Albany is a car that's really good for either possessing somebody's funeral rites, participating in a demolition derby that involves missiles and other high-caliber weaponry, or trying to look good while hunting down supernatural threats. Now, either of these three is definitely going to get somebody side-eyed at if they were to bring this to a particular car show of sorts, because it's one of those old cars that looks really, really good for its time. Very timeless. It's a classic vehicle. If you want to be the center of attention wherever you go, try driving one of these around. The Evron would be something more at
Time to get
home
paid.
in a
Take the
famous
vehicle to
circuit
terminal.
race
Everything
series
is
that
set up for it to be
involves
shipped over to
steering
Yusuf in
left a
Liberty City.
lot,
I
but
told
it
him
is
all
also
about it,
another
all the
thing
history behind it,
that the lads at
everything.
Rockstar wanted to
He is
introduce
so
to
fucking
people
pumped.
that had a whiff of this particular racing tuning culture, because these cars are meant to run, and they run pretty quickly. Now, there is an entire race series devoted to these particular vehicles. They were somewhat noticeable in the older GTA games, but trying to bring one of these types of vehicles back in the newer games sort of like had its own type of hurrah at the time, because Rockstar usually never forgets when it comes to how they show love to the car cultures they want to introduce to the mass populace. If you're fond of going very, very fast in a two-seater modified in order to prevent crashes and other types of aerodynamic mishaps, this might be your vehicle. The Tigon is one of those rare cars where, honestly,
Everything is set up for it to
I
be
can't
shipped
seem
over
to find a
Yusuf in
reference for
Liberty
this
City.
vehicle
I told him
whatsoever.
all about
The
it, all
others
the
are
history
like
behind it,
inspired by like other
everything.
popular
He
vehicles of
is
the
so
past,
fucking pumped.
like the Cadillac Coach and stuff for the Albany. But this car in particular, yeah, bro, I got nothing. I'm pretty sure like the cylindrical design of sorts might be partially inspired by other cars like the Ford GT90, other concept cars of that particular station. But other than that, like, yeah, I think we got ourselves like an original car in our hands. And if you want to stand out and look original yourself, you can drive a car like this.
Oh, Lampadati. Say it with me. Lampadati. Yusuf Amir's new sexy fucking Lampadati. Oh my god. Yusuf Amir just fucked 10 sexy models in his new sexy fucking Lampadati. You know, that's what they'll be saying. Thanks to you, G-shit.
Today is 4/11, and it is very close to stealing more than 11 vehicles at this point for the Salvage Yard Robberies challenge. We're gonna
Okay,
get
nice
ourselves
big
another
bar.
Honda Civic. I think I've already taken one of these in the past, but can't really do with another one because I love me some Hondas. I got family that drive Hondas themselves, so these cars really outdo themselves. Like, I'm hopefully gonna outdo myself in the lucky wheel. Fingers crossed I win a really good prize. Come on, big money, big money, big money, big money. Big money, big money, big money, big money. Ah, god damn it. I actually won money. I mean, sure, I recouped my investment, but gosh darn it. I wanted to get the car. Oh well, let's try to mine for those diamonds. I want to get myself a premium prize. Fingers crossed I win. Fuck. Okay. Well, that bites. Let me just mosey on over to the wardrobe section. I do want to get some wardrobe stuff. So I'll do that and hopefully get some more clothes that I can get. Hear some eavesdropping conversations for people that are being very TMI in the floor of a casino. Taylor is being kind of a bitch, but yes, let us just completely ignore her while I style on the people with my new sweater. Waiter, if I can just get another bit of whiskey. Holy shit, if you got a friend like Taylor, you gotta cut her off. Holy. Damn, that is not your friend. I think this Macbeth is kicking in. Give me one sec. Oh, my fucking head. What was I on to? All right, more cars. So an outfit change and a tall glass of 20-ounce coffee later, I think I'm in a better position to try to take some more vehicles that I have not taken yet. So let us go to
Okay,
the
cool car,
GT.
man. Let's get it.
One benefactor
Hey,
GT
all right.
later.
That's
Let
a
us
hell
go
of a
take
ride,
ourselves
bro.
an
And we're going
Imperius.
back to my favorite casino to get it. This was gonna be their next podium car. The
Oh.
same strat, same sweet steel. And check this out. This thing was gonna be part of a special prize week. The car was featured on that episode of The Underbelly of Paradise with the world record for DUIs. Crazy, right?
Well, I
This thing
mean,
is like a
if
piece
you
of
were to
history.
have
Yusuf's
one of
gonna
these
love
cars,
it.
you probably would kind of mess around. It takes a very particular person to traipse around in a Ferrari Testarossa. And I think I fit the bill as one of those people that is worthy of being able to take one of those things. I can totally hang on my liquor gang.
Time to get
But
paid.
first, let
Take
us
the vehicle to
sell
terminal.
the
Everything is
Sugoi,
set up for it to be
because
shipped
this
over to
modified
Yusuf in Liberty
Civic
City.
is not going
I
to
told
sell
him all
itself.
about it.
It
All
is
the history
very
behind it and
common with
everything.
people that are fans
He
of
is so fucking
movies that
pumped.
revolve around family, daring heists, and other types of global threats at this point. But if you want a car that can take you from A to B, and also haul ass when it reaches 60 miles an hour, go for the Sugoi. The Dominator GTT is a Mustang like all the other Mustangs, except it looks like a fancy Mustang. It's another car for people that love older muscle cars that are into the Mustang culture and 70s looking Mustangs that are really going to benefit from it. If you want to kit it out, get exhausts coming out the sides of it, and have it look like that one car that's totally not a GT Cobra, then yes, you can definitely have this patch your life up and make you happy.
You know, my friend, I was just thinking to myself, I could use a slice of real old school, unapologetic, what you see is what you get Americana. And then Jamal called to say, you had stolen me exactly that. A brand new Vapid. Sometimes, you know, it's like you read my mind, I swear.
Sure, let's go with that. Let's see what else I have in store. The Lamborghini Devil is a car that satisfies a lot of people's urge to drive, put the pedal to the metal, and really show your need for speed. For people that want to go fast and love going fast, this is definitely a car for them. And if you want to play a game of Guess the Inspiration, it's got the back of a Diablo ST and the front of a Ferrari Testarossa. So yeah, got two mixes there. Definitely something that's gonna boggle a lot of young people's minds, but hey, have at it.
Jamal tells me there's a Pegasi on the way. Listen, homie, your timing couldn't be better. I was at the club last night getting into a spending war with the next VIP table. Before I knew what was
I'm
happening,
going
I
band for
promised
band?
everyone a
That's
new
not
car.
healthy.
So now I need to deliver. You came in clutch, for real. Speak soon.
Okay then. A fool and their money are soon parted. Another Brigham, another type of delivery, like I said before, with the other Brigham that I had to bring out.
Cool.
It's either good for a funeral or something that lets you hunt ghosts.
I told him
Be
all
one of
about
those
the story
two.
behind it and
Looks really
everything.
nice,
He
gets
is
looks at a car
psyched
show.
for real, bro.
Fantastic. The Cypher is one heck of a car, seeing as how it's based off of those BMW models that are so frequent nowadays on the streets. People love racing these out there. The car of rich kids in the OC in Orange County everywhere. This is the one that a lot of people tend to drive frequently. Now, if you happen to get this thing racing modified at some point, you can make it look like that one famous car from that one game series that people love to use as a reference for like fast tuner cars and such. But yes, this is definitely a car that you can definitely use as an everyday type of car that you want to drive in this game. It has really good, decent handling, good acceleration, good top speed. It's got much of everything that's like decent. I wouldn't be surprised if people tend to drive in one of these cars. Though do be aware, if you are planning on buying one of these cars in real life, be prepared to spend through the nose when it comes to repairing and restoring things involving the engine. A lot of my car buddies tend to refer to these types of cars as Euro trash, because even though they are easy to buy, they are very hard to keep and maintain, because the maintenance costs for it tend to make you spend more than you originally paid for it in the long run. So yeah, keep that in mind. The Neon is a Porsche Nissan E that eventually got greenlit as the production model Taycan that is now currently being made and still will be released at a future date. It's an electric Porsche, so whatever you expect from the 918 Spider or the Panamera, you are definitely going to get your money's worth with this one. Just do be aware it does seem on the very costly side, so you might want to buy this vehicle after you've accumulated a large sum of money that you won't really need to worry about it. If it walks like a Jeep, it talks like a Jeep. The Frontier is definitely a stand-in for the Cherokee, because it is one of those off-road vehicles that gets the job done if you're looking for something that's somewhat plain-looking but also can do a lot of heavy-duty work if you're looking to do some off-roading. It's a quiet, very, very low-key car. You can use it as a go-to if you're looking for something by living in Blaine County or one of those other rocky areas that involve a lot of mountainous hills. This will do you pretty good and not really cost you too much of a problem. You're mostly buying it for the looks though, because it has a very antiquated design, and the wood paneling gives it a style that is seldom seen in the cars nowadays that involve stuff like self-driving patches and system updates. Pulling off a perfect heist for a gang robbery allows me to sell a car like the Gallivanter Baller ST something or other without having much stress. Of course, since it resembles a lot a Land Rover, you can expect the Rover performance that's very customary of those vehicles if you like Range Rovers and driving around in a car that has been quoted as feeling like a movable hotel room. Then yes, you'll have a great time driving something that is comfortable and as luxurious as the drivers tend to be. The Hustler is a hot rod type of car. It is something very close to resembling the Ford Model T, and I definitely don't get that very. It tends to oversteer a lot, so you might have to keep that in check when it comes to controlling the turning of this joint. But yes, you can modify it to look like an absolute showstopper for people that want to show off at car shows. If you pull up in one of these, people are definitely gonna take a liking to you. Everyone loves the classics, and this car is very indicative of 1960s muscle. The Rustin is another electric car that does what it's told. It may have a missing roll cage type look to it, but that's due to the modifications that it's had. Other vehicles of this particular type are usually meant to be driven in an open road type situation. So if you want to take your Vool 05 for a spin, definitely get it at a more cost-effective way in this video game. The Lamborghini 6 Element is subject to a lot of the same judgments that a lot of people would give to the other Lambos that I've already reviewed in this series at this point. Looks like a Lambo, walks like a Lambo, drives very fast like a Lambo. A lot of people see this as an OG vehicle because the Zentorno was there before all the other Lambos tried to follow it in the subsequent updates. If you're looking for a car that was considered the car to pick up back in like early 2010s GTA 5, get this one. You want a burst of nostalgia? It's right over here. The Paragon R is a nice looking Bentley with attitude. If you're looking for something that could tank a couple of hits from the stray missile barrage, you could definitely survive with this particular vehicle, but also be able to sufficiently get out without having to have too much wear and tear on your mainframe body. So yes, have a car like this if you're looking for something stylish and hits fast like a truck.
So, you have been busy. And Ines. Oh, that's the real shit. You know, I have a rapper friend of mine. Well, I pay him to be seen with me in public, but I think I will lend it to him for his next music video. It'd be very tasteful, don't worry. Lots of girls, many guns. We will be the patrons of the arts, you and I. Keep it up.
And with that, I will have to bid adieu for now because we have a slew of new vehicles on the way. It is going to be another hot boy summer, so we might as well make the most of it and take as many cars as we can to sell them. I'll stay tuned because we have some more thievery to go about. So yeah, don't touch that dial. Happy heisting, fellas.